okay, this comes to a really big issue that is also behind this, is because a lot of the stuff that you're putting into yourself, it's a cure for the things that you're causing with your lifestyle. So for example, you're taking these drugs and things to help with things that you have caused with other drugs, the things that you have caused with bad eating. So you're trying to fight against those things that you've caused with your lifestyle. So if your lifestyle gets towards a better direction, so then especially you notice that you need less and less stuff to kind of try to counter the negative effects. So for example, if you are using some nootropics and caffeine, and I'm sure there's many kind of drugs that kind of influence the brain and get you more energized and fired up. Well, then what do you do to calm yourself down? Then perhaps you use, for example, marijuana or something, or some sedatives, or I don't know, anything that you can relax your body. But it's like you're utilizing this stuff to always counter the negative effects of other things. And we were talking about the training and the surgeries and the pains also. It's the exact same as we talk about the approach to heavy lifting and ego training. So these guys, they break their bodies with the main approach to training. They're always trying to lift the heaviest weight. And then they have to do they try to find some treatment for that thing. And they try to find the treatment for their bad training, but they never stop their bad training. And there's another saying, some philosopher if someone wants to heal, you need to ask a question are they ready to let go of the things that made them sick in the first place? And that's always where it comes down to, because you are causing these troubles. If you're chronically getting these issues, reoccurring issues, bulging disc, some back pain or neck pain or something, then there's something fundamentally wrong that isn't curable with just treatment or with stem cells or something like that. Of course, it will help, but it will always reoccur because you never changed fundamentally what the things that caused these issues in the first place.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I have known some people who take steroids, maybe they take some Trembolone, and it's their adrenalines are really high, they'll go going crazy. So because I used to know this one guy in Vietnam, and he said that he has to take amphetamines so he can focus, he can work, because he's all the time too jittery. And the same, likewise, if people this take strong stuff like this, or if they take let's say lots of caffeine and steroids, how these people are going to sleep, because their body, their cortisol levels are so high, their adrenaline levels are so high, and their energy levels are so high. So how they're gonna sleep? So the solution, they take medicine sedatives to calm themselves down, or they smoke weed. So, and when you are in this paradigm where you're constantly hurting yourself with these things, maybe you take these hormones, maybe you drink too much caffeine, you're starting to get maybe problems in your stomach or liver. Then after a while, maybe after 10 years, you have to take some other stuff to combat these problems you originally caused by these things that were supposed to help you and raise your performance.
Yeah, it's not always all these things don't reoccur immediately. If you abuse something, it might come out many years later. But from what I understood, for example, Rogan has, used decades, some of these substances. That's he's very deep into that world. That's why I think so one thing is he's very deep into it. He's been doing it, as a lifestyle, or that's his lifestyle that he's been doing for a very long time. And then he has people surrounding him who also reinforce that.